Hmm. Oh, hey, Super E.
Hey, so Captain Basilis, is it really your birthday today? Well, happy birthday. What age again? Almost forgot. I don't know how do I say this, but I'm already 18 as well. I'm just gonna turn 19 this year. Congratulations, buddy. You are now a man.
Yeah. Also, anyone curious about what's going on in the live stream? Yeah, Cool doesn't have his mic turned on because, well, for one, he feels a bit uncomfortable speaking, hearing himself on live streams. So that's explained for the reason for that. So just giving you all the heads up. All right. So, so how's things been for you, Cool?
I'm doing good too, though there is a problem that is going on outside, but it's not really bad. I'm just hope it's not a worse situation. Basically,
Right.
it involves thunder and water and just dark clouds.
A thunderstorm.
Yeah, I'm glad it's not one of those tornado warnings or watches or whatever those. It's
Oh
just
gosh.
thunderstorm.
Oh gosh, we don't need like a situation with Roxas Key, for instance, where he had some lucky escapes with those kind of warnings, tornadoes. Yeah.
Well, that's funny because I remember long ago, like in few months and past years, I always kept having those tornado warnings. I think the worst that almost became a tornado was back in 2000, I think 19 or 18. It was at my old house, and I remember it was so powerful outside my house. Like we couldn't even see a darn thing outside. It was all nothing but white and like wind and all. And I thought this was like the end. Like I thought this was the tornado, but very thankfully it wasn't.
Would it look like something out of the movie Twister or something?
Kinda, I think, but like after it's over, when I went outside, it was just nothing but like we see the sunset. It was all pink or like a little bit of pink, and like on the other side where it's going away, it's nothing but darkness. And I'm like, this was like the weirdest weather I've ever encountered in my life.
Wow.
I keep it And keep
Yeah.
in mind, this was back in 2018 or 18 or I think 17, but one of those years. It was a long time ago in my old house. Right now, I'm in my new house, and things are getting better. I just hope I might have everything that I need to make it more fun and all, but it mostly have to be around that I have to look for a job.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. So yeah, guys. Just once again, reminder: Cole can't speak on the live stream because he doesn't know how to. I'm not sure how he would, but I will go ahead and speak on it just for the curiosity of it. So, so while Cole is animating and he's doing his animation, just to let you all know, basically, there's been a few plans change here and there. I mean, one time it was going to be like Bowser's Tales or something like that, and he had a plans on doing some other projects in and there, but unfortunately, though, those didn't really go as planned, either for various reasons or so. But eventually, Cool has actually now with this, he's actually planted his feet onto this one with this one, the Bowser and Mario timeline series or something called it. Yeah, I remember what the actual series is called again. It's called Mario Bowser Timeline Distortions. So I hope you
Oh,
guys.
interesting.
So yeah, so that's what Cool has been doing. I'm also, just in case you don't know, I also am the producer of music when it comes towards this. Not, I haven't made anything for this particular series at the moment though, but I had made music previously for Cool, previously on several, on a little bit of occasions here and there. Now, what? Now, if any of the music I credit will be for this series, I don't know. It'll be up to Cole to because he's the main guy who is leading the project. So we'll see on what he will do and decide. Cool. What was that noise? Ah, okay.
I think that's one of the family members. Just saying. Trust me, I have something like that always in my house. Thankfully, it's not much of that. It's mostly just my parents and grandma and my dog too, but that's all about it.
Hmm. I mean, if you want to
Yep.
call, you could share about if you wanted to see what you got over your for your birthday.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. He
Ve-
hasn't. Yeah, Cole. By the way, he hasn't got any, not that much regarding on his birthday. Just what he said, by the way.
we're very sorry to hear about that. As a
Yep.
reward.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, we're sorry about that, Cole. But you got a razor, basically a razor blade or something. So yes, he
Mm.
has. He's got a razor blade, just in case you don't know what he's got on his birthday. So yeah.
Well, at least it might be. It might be. I mean, I'm trying to say that. Well, you might have it for a protective reason, as long as you use it only for protection or for useful purposes.
Hmm.
And the many ideas I cannot wait to do outside. No more dirt, no more sticky mud, just nothing but cement. And I'll love to do whatever I can outside.
Hmm.
Barbecues, pools, all those amazing stuff.
All right. Is this like the opening scene for like scene one or something? Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So that's.
Well, today's Tuesday. I don't know if I'll be having some tacos. Oh, guys, I forgot to show you something. I already took a picture, but I didn't know where to send it in the server. So let me just show you what my parents bought.
Yeah.
If
Just
you
for the
guys
rec-
have,
yeah,
okay,
just for the record, we are speaking on David's Discord server, which is GNA Recharge or Gaming Nation Alliance. So just for the record.
do you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can. Well, I can. But the viewers, who any viewers are joining in, couldn't but our best way to describe it.
All right, so my parents bought me these two board games, as you can see here.
So what looks like so the first one he has is a Five Nights at Freddy's Survive till 6 a.m. board game. Yep, that's super what he's got, and also he's got a strategy game which is Godzilla
Yeah,
strategy board game. Oh, nice.
yeah, I got those two games. And if you guys haven't noticed, the reason why and why I wanted to show is because I'm literally in the community of FNAF and Kaiju.
Oh, kaiju's, yeah, the big monsters and all that. I mean, the only kaiju stuff I've actually seen was that from that one movie, Pacific Rim.
Mm-hmm. They're just
Yeah,
called the Kaijus.
yeah,
It's not
indeed.
bad. It's just that they could have had another name because kaiju is literally a term for famous monsters. Like it's just a Japanese word for well, giant monsters. And yet they decided to call them kaijus in Pacific Rim, even though it might confuse people. Like, wait, so is that Godzilla or something? Because they call him a kaiju because he's a giant monster.
I know
and
that
that makes it more confusing.
I know the very similar thing, like with some like Power Ranger monsters. I think would that consider kaiju's? I think with some of them.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: if it is a monster that is like literally the size of a building and does what a giant monster does, then yeah, it's considered a kaiju. I mean, King Kong is mostly known as a kaiju himself because he's a giant monster. That's what he's famous for. And yeah, without him, we would have never had the famous kaiju creatures we would have had for many years. From Gamera to Pacific Rim of Jaegers and kaijus to Gojira himself and many, many famous kaiju monsters in all of medias.
And also, we got someone else actually, or some pony else that actually has joined the live
Hey,
stream.
Radiant!
Radiant
Hi
Sword.
guys.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Oh yeah, just in case you're wondering, call King Vader Bowser's his birthday today. Although he can't speak on the live stream because he is currently live stream, but he can't hear. We can't. The viewers or any viewer can actually hear him on the live stream. So it's only
Oh,
us.
okay.
It's only us three that are speaking, and at this moment in time. So I'm talking away to the best I can describe it. So currently, right now, Cool is animating the what would consider to be the opening scenes for the first episode, I would say, of this series called Mario and Bowser Timeline Distortions.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So, um, and by the way, his animation, like his opening animations is nearly to 1,000 views. Nearly 1,000 views on his on that on the video.
Oh,
That's
nice.
glad to hear. I hope he improves more on the stories and characters and stuff like that.
So
And
yeah, so
speaking of that, oh sorry.
sorry. So there is a real interest in the series overall. So there's a real interest of that. So this is why this is why Cool is willing to get this series, get these made. So hope that the viewers can enjoy the series.
Cool.
I hope. I mean, I will say this because I know this might sound strange, and I'll be okay if he disagrees. But I feel like should I help him on the series though, like with the stories, characters, and anything like themes, messages, and the everything on what like a director or like a writer has to do. If he
What do you
doesn't
think?
need help, then that's okay. I just hope he knows how he does for his series and for the fans who will enjoy the series.
What are your thoughts on that, Cool?
My thoughts on Deadpool?
Cool. He said it
Well,
doesn't matter. So if he wants to help, he will help.
hmm. I mean, I don't know if I'll be ready to help. It's just all I got to do is just teach him on how, like, if he's having a problem with something that is kind of difficult or something, like about the stories and all, I'll be able to watch one of the videos that I collected on my learning for media videos that I collected from every single YouTuber's. Watch and listen carefully and try to contrast that to him so that he'll be able to understand on like how do I contrast the story that he's creating into those for like the goals and the origin stories to their personalities to the how they change throughout the story from the beginning to end and their reasons to exist and just all that kind of importance as to what a character needs, whether it's for the villains, the side characters, the comedic relief, to the drama, to the emotion, to the action scene, to the horror elements, to the adventure, to the goals, to the enemies, to the just everything of what needs to have as a story for every medias.
Oh,
Oh
cool.
yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, there will be a little bit kind of horror-ish to it because it also involves another particular series, one that which is
Hmm.
heavily inspired by Earthbound,
Oh,
Okay.
and
But
so
that
you're
is
saying that
okay.
there will be ghosts, just like in the Mario series?
Okay.
I'm not
All right.
necessarily say, but it does involve one character that is also in Smash, and that is the one that has no skins and just wear a jacket.
Hmm. that sounds so similar to like a Wes Craven or Sam Raimi or John Carpenter style horror. If you want to
Well,
know more about horror, I've found some videos that teach me on like hopefully, and I'm gonna say this to him if he does it, do not reveal the literal antagonist monster at the very beginning or some parts. Keep it very hidden so that the audience will have one thing that makes your character monster scary, and that is known as fear of the unknown. Do not reveal what monster or whatever horror element you're creating, and save it for the climax, as it builds more horror and tension to your fans who watch your horror series.
well, what are your thoughts on that, Cool? Okay, well, he obviously agrees with that. That's what Cool said, by the way. So, uh, what else I was going to point out? I mean, we do have a behind the scenes, like we do have like a team also working on this as well. So so hopefully this will be put together quite nicely. And like I said, I still haven't made any tracks for it just yet, though. Like say like for the opening intro, because I know for a fact that in case you don't know, yes, his opening distortion video got actually copyrighted, at one point, if I remember correctly. So that's why he asked me to say, "Hey, you should do an original track for the opening or something." So I'll see what I can do with that. I just see if depends on the when I can get started on that. Just whatever I feel
Oh,
like.
well, that's good. If you're gonna try to help out with the music, but if you both are having problem with music, I could try to find some analysis videos all about the music. You just gotta let me know what kind of music are you trying to do, so I can try to look for something like that in something in one of my most favorite YouTubers that is all about music, Sideways. If you're a huge fan of music in any medias like video games, movies, shows, or just music in general, I highly recommend you checking out his YouTube channel in order to learn more about musics. I literally found like I think 3 videos that is my favorite from his video. How Tarzan kind of failed on that. It decided to go with Phil Collins music, even though it should have been, a musical, which is what some of the soundtrack could have worked. And that if it wasn't for Phil Collins doing the whole singing over the character thing, then it would have made it a little better it for the characters to sing rather than, well, Phil Collins. Don't get me wrong, I like his music. Like I have some of my favorites from him, like Son of a Man or Two Worlds, One Family or Strangers Like Me. They're all my favorite, but I really wish that it would have been a musical version. But then
Yeah.
you, of course, you're always questioning how does the Disney Renaissance work? Well, it's kind of hard to explain, but basically they just work as a great musical instrument for a I Want song, the villain song, the opening song, the ending song. It just works as a great musical style of like what every musical needs to have for the characters to have their moments or for their emotions to their goals to their understandable as like exposition in musical form. And my most favorite example of these are either Mulan, The Lion King, The Little Mermaid, Hercules, and my personal favorite, because I listen to those songs more than the Renaissance, Moana itself. Yeah,
Yeah.
I cannot believe they did the best Disney musical soundtrack ever, even better than the Renaissance, because those songs know what to do for every scene.
Well, then
And then
again,
there, and then there's pop music. So you guys might be wondering, how do you use pop music, right? But
all right.
which movie did the perfect pop music soundtrack?
That's a tough question. I
Hmm.
actually, I, uh,
You're an all-star.
oh, Shrek.
Yes, that movie is one of the greatest pop music soundtracks ever. This was meant to be a middle finger backstab to Disney because it was doing the opposite of what the Disney Renaissance did by introducing pop music as a way for the theme of Shrek about his identity and how he doesn't want to express things similar to what the main protagonists of Disney characters are. He is the literal opposite of the Disney Renaissance characters. He doesn't sing about it and doesn't open up to his feelings because of his feelings about what society thinks of him. And well, you get that from other characters. Donkey is a literal character who's being like the other Disney Renaissance. He sings, but Shrek immediately shuts him down. And even there are scenes in the movies where the characters are were almost going to sing, but it keeps them shut down because it's trying to do the opposite. And the pop music actually works in the cohesion of the story, with All Star being a music that instead of something like what every character's opening music are, like The Circle of Life or One Job Ahead, and other songs like that. This one is the literal opposite. It uses a pop music, which is all star, in order to express on how Shrek is an all star. He doesn't need anybody. He's just perfect for the way life is for his home of swamp. And so we see that more with other pop music. Bad Reputation, showing how cool Shrek is defeating the guards. I'm on my way, which is a great song choice for them going on their way to the castle, and then My Beloved Monster and Me, perfectly a great music for the relationship between Shrek and Fiona. Hallelujah, my personal favorite sad song of all time. Hallelujah, being literally the emotional chord music of them, feeling down and lost each other for that. And
Oh yeah.
finally, the best one because it must have been accidentally written into the screen or screenwrite, and that is, of course, I'm a Believer. A perfect song saying that they now believe in the value of love and friendship at the very end between Shrek, Fiona, and even more surprisingly, Donkey himself with the dragon. And guess what? That doesn't stop there. Even the second movie expands more on those pop songs. I won't go too long, but I'll think of my personal favorites. Funky Town is a great music for them to show the expanding world of how very different it is, and Accidentally in Love, perfectly the continuation opening for the relationship between Shrek and Fiona, and of course, the best music of all time. Holding Out a Hero, I Need a Hero, as the great final finale of Shrek rescuing Fiona to stop the kiss. The perfect finale soundtrack music. And of course, it ends on a perfect music, which is Living La Vida Loca, where everybody celebrates on their cuckoo ways in their at the end of the song and the movie.
Also, we
Wow.
got also okay. Just to, just to give it our pause. Cool. We just got like a few Charles Lord Jr. giving the emoji smiley face and a birthday cake saying happy birthday. He says thank you for that, by the way.
Yep.
So yeah, just to digest on that. I've seen the first. I've seen only the first two Shrek movies, by the way. To be, I've only seen the
Right.
first two, not the rest though. I haven't seen the rest, but um, I do remember seeing I mean, I got them, still got both of them on DVD actually, still actually. And going back to your Disney thing with the soundtrack thing, two things to mention that. One, Phil Collins actually did make like a few songs actually, like a few songs for mostly two Disney movies from what I remember. One is Tarzan. Tarzan,
Mm-hmm.
if I
And
remember.
and let me guess, the other one is Brother Bear.
Yes, those are
Yeah,
two.
but what?
And two, also, if Phil Collins was to do were doing the Disney World soundtrack, it would have mainly been dum 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 drums and all that, like in that track in the air tonight, in the air,
Hmm.
you know, because
In the Air
it's more
Tonight. I
yeah.
never really heard that song, but I think I heard it's everybody's favorite like music from him.
What, you never heard of this song? Like it was in like I mean back in the day, in the noughties, it was in like a that one commercial for a chocolate thing in the UK where there was like a gorilla and he was a gorilla like dang on the drums on that. If those in the UK that remember seeing that, yeah, it was that commercial that brought back that music that the music for Phil Collins back in the charts at one point, like some odd 20 odd years later,
Oh,
actually. So
that's cool.
yeah, but but yeah, we're going a bit off topic regarding with this because we're talking about music soundtracks and all that, and how
Yeah.
I'm going to be in the
Hmm.
project for with Cole's project and all that. But yeah,
This
Yeah.
is Cool's Day.
oh, we got Bruno Thunder saying happy birthday, King, to you, Cole. He says thank you, by the way. Just for the record, Cole can't speak on the live stream because he doesn't know how to, for some reason, doesn't know how to put his mic onto to the live stream, but only us can hear us basically like on the live stream. So that's why if I had to be kind of a translator for this, so when Cole speaks out, I have to speak out. So
Right?
in case you don't know, yeah, it's Cole's birthday today. He has turned 18. And also, just a reminder, besides me, SE Records Productions, or, SE, we got Radiant Sword
Yep.
and Super E in the
The
call.
blue flying elephant demigod.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, so, so right now, so how are you doing, Cole, with the animation? Going a little bit slower here and there. Okay. So, all right, so, mhm. So anything else to discuss about, while Cole was doing the animation? Anything else to discuss about?
Well,
Hmm.
I just I'm just chilling with a streamer that I just rated.
Okay.
A streamer that you just rated?
Well, no, let me explain. There's a thing on Twitch where you can like a raid like for to gain more viewerships to a live streamer. So like I mean, it's not the bad raving, it's the good raving sort of type of thing. There's that thing on Twitch, by the way. In
Hmm.
case you don't know, there. I mean, let Radiant explain.
Yeah. At, all right. Let me. At the end of each stream, I I can find another streamer to bring my viewers in.
Yeah,
All
and
Like,
right.
uh, and that would gain a little bit of more viewership to the live streamer. So
yep,
that's the idea of going into the live stream to
yeah.
so it could
Like if
gain more.
someone rates my channel, I get more viewership.
That sort of thing. To be.
All right. All right then. That's good. I'm always feeling like I should get Twitch. The problem is that I do have a computer. It's just that I just noticed something, and this might and I'll try to say this very quick. So you guys always wondering how there's these YouTubers like Markiplier, Dashi, and all. You know how they're able to play, they're able to record themselves and then play these games. But in behind the scene videos, I always see nothing but like computers and monitors, and I'm like, wait a minute, how the heck are they able to play games like Halo or Sony games like God of War or Spider Man or even Nintendo games like Mario or Legend of Zelda all in a computer when those games do not actually go on those, computer PC games? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I will happily explain. Super E. First of all, they often those proper live streamers. Some of the live streamers like Dashi XP and I guess some other ones like Slogo and Jelly, they often have like green screens to record it with the actual like Chrome key, so they so there's a
Yeah.
bit in the background. Also, on some occasions, like with like some Switch games, you could actually have one of those game capture things like capture cards or something to do so to capture it so they can record on the footage onto the laptop to the PC. By the way, I think that's how it
All
works.
right. It's just that ever since I tried to figure it out for many years, And then all of a sudden, I have a cousin of mine who lives in the valley. I won't say much about that place, but but then I saw my cousin. He has a computer screen, but he also has a PS5. And then all of a sudden, he was able to play the Call of Duty Warzone or other games like that into his computer screen by connecting that computer screen to the PlayStation 5. And now I finally realize how YouTubers are actually able to put other games that they usually play into computer. All they got to do is just take out the monitor and then connect it to the computer screen, and then finally, start the whole recording with their face and the green screen while they finally, start playing the games that they connected to the computer, and then they do all the playings right there by using the computer screen and all that.
Yep. And so far, also there has been a recent increase in like VTubers as well now. Radiant uses one, and I think some others as well. So you want to explain that, Radiant, about
As a matter of fact, the many ponies on Twitch have their PNG tubers.
PNG tubers? I should say, yeah.
Yeah, but then but have you guys I don't want to spread stuff like that, but have you guys ever heard about the whole situation about the PNG tuber things? I won't go too much into it, but I kind of get the feeling that I don't want to end up like that.
Okay.
It depends.
Yeah, I mean, all I want to do is just like for my many years, ever since I was fascinated about video games and movies and shows, I'm just sort of a media person. Like like I know that I'm supposed to be all like looking for doctors and all that real life stuff, but I'm much more of a huge fan of medias. All about characters, the action sequence, the story, the adventure, the horrors, the sad emotions, just everything that I love about movies, shows, and games. And for my many
Wow.
years, I just wish to become either one of these that turns these things into life. Like I want to be like a director or a writer or an animator or a storyboard artist. Just anything that became something like Disney, Pixar, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, Warner Brothers Animation, Cartoon Network. Just anything that I wanted to do that all involves about the animation and story and all that stuff.
Hmm. Okay.
And that's
Yeah. Go ahead, Super.
okay. It's just that that's all I've been wanting to do. Like I'm always trying to figure out what kind of app may I use so I can either do some editing, or what kind of app may I use for animation, which is then I found SFM. I do have it, but I'm having a problem with the whole. I'm having a problem with like how do I put how do I put the maps, because even though I downloaded many apps, for some reason it doesn't want to show up those maps even though I've downloaded as much of it. So I'm kind of having a problem with SFM already, and I may not be able to use it anymore because of the because of that problem.
Ah, right. I know that one of our online friends is also trying to think about going to back to SFM though. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Anyways, cool. Since we are talking in regards to like with Mario and Bowser, I got a question for you, cool. What would be considered your favorite Mario game that you ever played? Okay, so his answer is it's tough. So he couldn't really decide what his favorite is. But okay, yeah, but so many of them, it's kind of hard to pick one. So open up to any questions, anyone, or regarding anything for Cole's birthday or anything like that.
Not at
Hmm.
all.
I don't think so.
I mean, if any viewers want to actually have questions regarding on this, please free to put in the chats. So, with any questions of like, just put down. Uh, Also, I can put one on here. I mean, how long has this been taking now for to really get this off the ground? Cool. 2018. So just to translate, he actually started back in 2018 with Bowser Tales, but as time has gone on, he's constantly changing here and there, and it's now developed into this one, which is again the series that he's making in the making is called Mario Bowser Timeline Distortions. Just in case you're wondering.
I
Sorry,
started.
guys.
Oh, okay. What's going on, Radiant?
I was checking turnip prices in Animal Crossing. The current price for turnips is 69 bells per turnip.
69. By the way, Radiant has a bit of a joke on there. Whenever he mentions the 69, he goes and says this.
69, dudes!
Excellent. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
If in
Oh,
case you know, if you know the reference, you should know it.
It's a classic time traveling movie.
name a movie.
Yeah, name the movie. I know what it is, so
May I?
yeah, go ahead.
Let's just say let's just say that they are excellent adventures. It was a bogus journey, but they had to face the music.
Yep,
It starts with Keanu Reeves and that other actor.
a young Keanu Reeves. Before he played Neo in The Matrix.
And John Wick and even Duke Kaboom. Before all those, he was just a dude. Bogus.
If you all can guess, just put in the chat yet again.
But yeah, I've seen the three movies. And if I have to be honest, these movies give me all the, man, that's how it was back in the day sort of movies.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
I kind of miss those times. I really wish I was born in those. Though then again, I would have not be able to know what was going on right now in present day, so I'm kind of fine with that.
Oh yeah, it was much different back in the day than it is now, so I can tell you that much.
Yeah, all about technology and how we are evolving. Though I don't want to say backwards because that kind of be too much. But yeah, things are very different.
Yeah, I tell you what, growing up as born in the late 80s, going into the 90s as a 90s kid, yeah, if things got way different from when you to compare it to now, because you think about technology and how, you know, the tools that we got now that we didn't have like say 30 odd years ago is something to speak about. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, 30 odd years ago, you wouldn't have like the chance to do something like this, or even have a YouTube or
Yeah.
streaming or anything like that matter. It was like, you know,
It was just about cameras or like messages or like stuff like like for computers. Like it was mostly just for work. But then again, they do have it home, but it was mostly just for like those mothers or fathers for all like email searches and websites and for shopping and all that kind of stuff.
so you could say the internet was in its infamy back towards like the 80s 90s or something like that. You could say that, and it didn't grow to its full, the full as it is now. I think it didn't start growing until at least, I'd say about in the mid noughties, the mid 2000s, if I remember, if I have to be fair on it, with
Well,
YouTube and all that. I mean, of course, there was used to be MySpace and all that, but yeah, but yeah, I would say up to that point, I would say that when it grew, basically, I would say.
Yeah.
yeah, and and what else? I mean, I was born in the 2000s. Remember, it was 2003, and things were almost like the 90s, but mostly 2000s. I'll never forget that I used to watch stuff like PBS and stuff like Teletubbies, Inspector Gadget, Ant and the Aardvark. And then there's this movie that my mom told me that I used to watch a lot, but for some reason I don't remember it. I forgot what I think it's called I'm a Fish. Like I forgot. It's
Oh,
about
I think I know what it is. It is called I'm a Fish. It was I
yeah.
think it was a I think that was a film that was from it was a Danish, I think. Hold on. I'm gonna double check you a sec, Sippy, because that might hold on. Oh, let me see. I think it was called
And it is a movie about these kids that they turn into fish. Like these sea creatures. These three kids, if I'm correct.
it's I think I know what you're talking about. It's referring to, if I'm to be fair. Hold on, let me just I'm actually going to send this I'm going to send this into your DMs if possible. This Oh, hold on. This might actually this might give you a refresher to uh that might just give you exactly what you're talking about, because I know exactly what you're talking about. So let me just hold on for a sec. So here it is.
But
It's a
yeah, and it's strange, and it's very strange that I never remembered it, even though I should have. Like for me, I always remember my favorites when I used to watch back in Iowa and even somewhere here or in the valley. Like I said, it was just mostly Teletubbies, Clifford the Big Red Dog, Between the Lions, Inspector Gadget, Ant and the Aardvark, the Pink Panther, and I think Arthur as well, if I'm correct.
Yeah. By the way, that title that that you're referring on about, that you struggle with remembering, is called "Help Me, I'm a Fish."
Yeah, I think that's the one. That's the movie that I was talking about.
Yes, that is the movie you're talking about. And by the way, it was a movie, and I'm going to say this right now. It was a movie that was released in the year 2000. It was a Danish, German, Irish traditional animated science fantasy musical film. By the way,
Hmm. So I tried to combat with Disney trying to be all that what made Disney famous in the first place, musicals with its colorful animation and villains and the characters.
yes, something like that. Yes. So it happened to be. Uh, it was also known as in Danish. It was called basically known as a fishtail, basically.
Ah, Shark's Tale. Ha! Okay, yeah, sorry.
But here's the thing, that predates Shark Tales. Okay, that predates it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man,
Remember,
Shark Tale.
just remember, in the year 2000, that was when it was in the year that Disney's Dinosaur came out. That was in
Mm.
that year the Disney Dinosaur came out in that
Oh
year.
yeah, I think I remember watching that too. I think on DVD or VHS. And trust me, I have so many VHS of my favorite classic movies. I think it was a hundred and no, what's that one? Oh, Lady and the Tramp 2. Um what else? What else that was straight to VHS? I know there's more. I had like The Lion King, Hercules, I think Robin Hood. I had like Dumbo as well. Dumbo's my most favorite. And what else? What else? I had Barney's Great Adventure. I think I had Cat in the Hat on VHS, if I'm correct. And then
Okay.
I think The Grinch as well. Um,
The Grinch. That's another
um,
movie that was another movie that came out in the year 2000. That started Jim Carrey.
yeah, the one who became Dr. Robotnik himself. But yeah,
Yep.
To tell you the
Yep.
truth, The Grinch is actually the first Jim Carrey film I've seen.
Oh, really? I did not know that. I remember.
I think me too.
I
That was my first introduction to him. Though aside from either the Riddler from the Batman what's it called again?
I think
Batman
Forever.
Forever, and
Forever.
then the Grinch as well.
Yeah, but he also did start in like Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Never seen that one though.
I think he actually did that. I'm trying to think on top of my head what he else he did. Oh, was it called God Almighty that he did that? I'm not
Oh,
entirely too
God Almighty? Or no, that was either Ethan or Yvonne, Evan,
I don't know.
or what's that
Just
other one name? Almighty. Basically, it's just God Himself who is just trying to teach him a lesson that you shouldn't be acting this way because there's just more in that. But then he keeps on more neglecting, so then God punishes him in a very clever way on why this and that. And like I kind of like it because since I do believe in him, and thanks to the good things that kept happening thanks to him, I think the movie really helped me out on how it could be possible and like could be true about it.
yeah. Actually, besides the two Sonic movies, that started Jim Carrey, uh it was actually The Grinch that was the first film was seen in the cinema that started Jim Carrey actually. Because I remember my actual dad taking me to the cinema to see that during that one Christmas in the year 2000. I do fondly remember that very well.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
what
kind of
just happened?
sad. It's kind of oh,
Oh,
continue.
what are you doing, cool? What's going on? Oh, just putting some sound effects, by the way. All right, so you
Some
continue, Super E.
cartoony sound effects. Okay, sorry.
You could continue, Super E.
Yeah, I don't know if I should say stuff about Christmas. I just wish I could wait until December, but that will take more months.
Yeah,
But
because we're near to summer in the northern hemisphere, by the way, and I know the southern hemisphere is going near to their winter, but hey, we're near into June now, so there's that.
I mean, I'm really ready for summer. It's just that how do I explain this because of things going on. It's up to my parents. Like, there's like a lot of places that I used to went to in both the old house and when I was little, and I'm always thinking of going there for summer, like to the South Padre Island Beach and the Kima and what other cool place? This or the zoo again, but with my family members because it was just me and my parents going there last time. And there is a water park there near where I live, so that's cool. So I'll love to go there, and hopefully my cousins go there too for the water parties and stuff like that. And I think that's about it. Like I know there's more places that I'm thinking. Like there is this museum I used to went to, but sadly I never got to go there. Like one last chance again thing. So hopefully this year for summer I might go. And I do got some good news to say to you guys. Like very important good news.
Oh, okay.
So, you know how are you guys like almost done with school? Like, are you still in school or are you already out, like finished with all the works and
Well,
passing?
to be fair, we're most me and Raiden are in. Well, Raiden is late 20s. I'm in my early 30s, so we left school long time ago. Long
So
time ago.
you already passed everything. Like, you went through college. You got your own lives right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I never made it past college.
Oh wow! What happened, Radiant? What
I
happened?
was going to attend college, but because of how poorly I've done in high school classes, I had to resort to doing 2 more high school years, uh, and I got frustrated, and decided, you know what, screw it.
Ah, dang! I actually did not know that, Radiant. I'm sorry to hear. Jeez.
Yeah, very sorry, but like, well then, are you doing well on like your job and all to like
Yep.
earn enough money and for your life and all that?
Well, I didn't
Chaos?
have enough work hours, which is why I resorted to streaming.
I mean, that's fine because I know easy examples like YouTubers like Markiplier, Dash, and all, where they don't even have jobs. All they do is YouTube videos and stuff. And like I was trying to explain it to my mother that sometimes that if you ever either be fired or you have like literal no jobs, I'll just do YouTube or streaming because if I put like my card to the bank and then connect it to like my email and all to my website and app and all, I could just do like what you guys and other YouTubers are doing. As long as people keep watching, subscribing, all that, I might get enough money and basically that could just be my literal work, like my literal job. So I can do all this and that. Like what all these YouTubers are doing, these animators, these drawings, the shows, movies they make, the shorts, the memes, it's all like YouTube is the best job. Not the best, but it is helpful for those either let's say that don't want to have a real job because either they didn't pass school and all, or like if it's difficult for them or they cannot handle the real life, well go ahead. Just do YouTube, do your creative imaginational creativity ideas, and just have fun like all these other YouTubers that are known to be famous for.
Hmm.
For me, I want to be like that too. That's why I started this YouTube channel. It's just that now I'm having problem like what kind of app may I use to do either editings or like what kind of ways to record whatever I'm showing or voice acting or whatever. Like I also have a computer and I did tell my dad that should I do whatever like YouTube video and all and animation, and my dad did tell me that this is my computer, so I really hope that means he might accept me to do stuff like Twitch or streaming or something, so I really hope I get those chances. So I hope this works. All I got to do is just either get Twitch or other apps or whatever editing on my computer so I can do all these. Just everything that I need to do so I can do something similar to my most favorite YouTubers that do all the analysis or talkings like Schaeferless Production or Uncaged Games or Buzz Bucket. Sorry, it's another Mortal Kombat YouTuber. Maximum Dude. What else? What else? What else? Maybe Nostalgia Critic or Angry Video Game Nerd, John Tron. Who else? Who else? Who else? There's a lot of YouTubers, but I want to be like them where I just share my thoughts and criticism or feelings, all that stuff, so I can try to bring either not too much positive or negative, just in between, just balance things. Saying that if you like it, that's fine. If you don't, that's also fine. I'm just saying my great happy or not so happy news or thoughts and feelings. Just stuff that I just want to express myself. I like to do theories, I like to do prediction, wish lists, things that I want in this game or not, or like what should happen, all that stuff, like what everybody's doing on YouTube. But as of the moment right now, I guess I'll just have to just get a job, as my parents are just trying to keep telling me.
Yeah, yeah. Here's a little fun fact for you guys. I actually got my actual job through a college course. Let me explain. Um, I was actually one of the first of 8 people in the UK, which was I'm from, by the way, to do the UK version of Project Search. Now, in case you don't know what Project Search is, it's basically a course for disability people who which go through a course and they do these different rotations. Like they give the tryouts of jobs, basically. Like for instance, one of them was a health record assistant or an admin assistant. And after doing the two like particular rotations, uh, um, after doing the course, so went to do an interview with the CV, and with my CV, and I got the job to do a health record assistant.
Ah, why didn't my project search have this?
Yeah, I know there is one that was based in Atlanta, if I remember correctly. So I'm not so sure, but anyways, we'll talk about that because Cole is about to end the live stream. So